And I'm like, okay, Bridget, don't look. I gotta get up. Previously on, we're gonna cross our fingers that they give us an international trip. I got random. We have made it to Denver. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another flight attendant vlog. We are starting off this vlog a little different. We're not at home. It's been crazy. I am in the airport trying to commute to New York for my A days that starts tomorrow. Literally, I feel like every vlog lately has been A days. So yeah, we start on call tomorrow. I'm taking the last flight of the night to New York. I haven't been assigned anything as of yet. I've been constantly checking our board. I'm like number 7 from the bottom. So how assigning trips work, if no one preferences it, it goes to the most junior person in that group of days. So yeah, I am not flying my airline. I'm flying another airline, and I guess I'll speak to you guys again once I get on the plane or when I get to New York. Alright you guys, I have made it to LaGuardia. I'm making that long trek from the gates to where, you know, public transportation and Ubers pick up, but I will speak to you guys again once I get settled and tell you a little story from when I was waiting to board the flight to come here. Okay, you guys, I promise you I will come back and tell you how my little story from pre-boarding. So, you know, it's a panorama going on right now. So I tend to sit by myself. Even before this, I would sit by myself just so that I wouldn't be bothered by anyone else. So I find a row of seats that are by itself close to the gate, because I still hadn't been cleared and I wasn't flying my airline. Then this guy comes and decides to sit. So you know right now they have, say if I'm sitting here, the seat next to me is vacant and then the seat right there. He comes and sits in that seat while there's still all these seats available, and even in the bank of seats that I'm sitting in, there were seats available for him to be spread out, and starts coughing. I have a bad habit of looking at people when they cough, and it's like a reflex. Like I don't even notice it until I'm doing it. So he coughs and I'm like, okay Bridget, don't look. And he coughs again and I'm like, I can't handle this. So I look, and then he breaks out into this like hacking cough. So I was like, I gotta get up. So I picked up all my stuff and I rolled away. Like I couldn't do it. So he's still coughing, hacking, and then he decides to get up too and starts making his way towards me. I'm like, no. No sir, this isn't the time to be friendly, please. But he ended up walking past me, but I'm like, but that's my little short story for you. It's about 11 o'clock and I have to be at LaGuardia tomorrow at 6 a.m. I don't think I told you guys that they assigned me a rotation. So as soon as I boarded the aircraft, they were calling me, and I went and looked. They assigned me a 2-day trip that gets in after midnight on the 3rd day, but I'm still legal because of some work rule that I can't recite to you guys right now. So tomorrow we have 2 legs, but I only work 1. There is a deadhead that I have to remember to list myself for. But we do LaGuardia to Minneapolis, and then we deadhead Minneapolis to Detroit, and we have 26 hours in Detroit, and then we do, I think, Detroit to Dallas, Dallas to LaGuardia. So I will speak to you guys again in the morning. I took 2 melatonins to ensure that I sleep tonight, and yeah, have a good night. So I just did a whole intro of what is happening today, and I wasn't even recording. So take number 2. Good morning. I'm at the airport. I made it to my gate, but the gate agent isn't here yet, and I'm not too sure if I told you guys I'm working out of LaGuardia and in our new terminal. So I actually haven't worked out of this terminal yet. So when it was time for me to get my temperature screening done, I had no idea where I was going. But I'm all set up now, and I'm just waiting for the gate agent to get here so I can get on the plane and make my breakfast. So I will see you guys again once I get to Minneapolis. Hey you guys, so I have made it to Detroit. I didn't speak to you guys in between flights, but we are here. I said let me show you the room before I start to live in it and get comfortable. So this layover is pretty long. We have 26 hours here. Initially, the last time I was in Detroit was probably a year ago, and our long layover hotel was like downtown, and it was like, you know, right across the water was Canada basically. So what a lot of crews did when they would have a long layover as a crew, they would go into Canada. So I was like, oh, you know, I have basically over a day here. I can go to Canada, you know, see some of my family really quickly and then come back, like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. As I'm sitting out planning, I'm like, Bridget, the border is closed. What part of Canada did you really think you were going to? So that idea, and I was joking telling my crew member that, and he's actually from here. He's like, oh yeah, we don't even stay at that hotel anymore. We're not downtown, we're like farther out in a suburb. So it wasn't gonna happen even if the border was open or not. But he did say that there was a mall across the street. Not saying that I need to buy anything. Hold on. Not saying that I need to buy anything because I packed my food, but just, you know, to get out and explore. So I may go out over there. I don't know why today I was so tired. Literally on my deadhead flight, as soon as I buckled my seatbelt, I was asleep, and I didn't wake up until it was pretty much close to final descent. It was a much needed nap. Even though I slept last night, I was still tired. But I said I would have came back and told you guys how the flight from LaGuardia to Minneapolis was. It was pretty smooth. The only thing that was strange was we got so many requests for blankets on this flight, and I haven't been asked for a blanket since pre-panorama. Like, I thought it was like a unspoken like consensus that, you know, we don't pass out things like that right now because it's a panorama. But when I was explaining that to the passengers, they were looking at me like if I had 5 heads. And then they went and asked the other flight attendant, and she was like, do they think that you're lying? Is like that why they continue to ask me too? I was like, honestly, I don't know. Maybe they think if they ask someone else, they'll get another answer. But so many people were asking for blankets on the flight, and it wasn't cold. But yeah, other than that, everything was smooth. But it is 1:33 now. I'm gonna go warm up my food because unfortunately there's not a microwave in the room. There's a fridge, but there's no microwave. And I guess I'll talk to you guys once I get settled in and everything. So quick update, I looked at the list for the stores that are at the mall, and nothing is really my cup of tea. Or there's an H&M, but if I'm gonna walk all the way over there for one store, it's not worth it. So I will be inside the hotel for the duration of this layover.